Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. Today I'm trying out the Your Nail Lab subscription for the month of October, and this one is in collaboration with Vanity Val, who is a YouTuber and also does these really cool press-on nails. So I'm just going to quickly get into the box. So you get these square nail tips, you get some Halloween sequins, you get some spider and skull charms, you get some flat back kind of gunmetalish crystals, which are very interesting. You also get a gel liner. This one is one of the disco ones, and I got the shade purple. You also get like a black gel polish, which was nice. I haven't used the black gel polish from Makartt before, so this was very interesting to try out today. You also of course get two polygels, which you can curate yourself. So you can either go for gel polish, dip powder / acrylic, or polygel, and I'm not sure if there's anything else I might have missed out. So I'm just going to quickly swatch the colors. I did end up getting two pink shades, which I thought was a little bit weird. I thought I was going to get two different shades, but I ended up getting two pinks, which is okay. I ended up getting like a jelly pink, which was called Azalea, which is a very pretty name, and here is me doing the swatch of that. I like that it was more on the pinky side rather than the clear side. And then I got a more opaque one, which was called Rose, and it's more of like a hot pink, but it's not too bright. So I'm just going to start off the nail set by sizing out my nail tips. You guys know that I like my extra long nails, and I'm usually someone who likes like the more narrow coffin look, but these honestly worked fine. It was really nice to see they had really small sizes such as 10 and 11 because I have very small fingers, so I feel like I really need the extra small sizes. So I've already done my nail prep off camera, and I'm just going to go in with base coat. This is the Beetles gel that I used in one of my previous videos. I was trying out the Beetles nail kit that I tried, and the nails are still on. As you guys can see, it's still going really strong, and I did end up changing the nails to like the short square, which I'm really loving. So I just decided to do the polygel nails over the top. So I'm still using that gel, and I'm putting a little bit on the tips, and then I'm just going to basically cure those on. I really do like these Makartt tips. I don't know if you guys have seen my aquarium nail video where I said that these style of tips are amazing for that kind of aquarium nail type of look because they have so much space on the inside. So I got really excited when I received these nail tips because now I just feel like doing some cool aquarium nails for Halloween or something. I think that would be really cool, and maybe I can use like some of these sequins that I didn't use in this video. So yeah, let me know if you guys want to see that because I might be able to. But yeah, just gluing on those tips, and honestly this is like such an easy process. I am using the Beetles little light as well, which is super easy to use. Then I'm taking my sanding band and my Makartt file, and I'm just taking away the shine from those nail tips. Now that that's done, I made sure to remove the dust and then apply some base coat. Here I just ended up using the Beetles gel. It was a little thick, so I probably should have gone with something thinner, but just use any base coat you have, and that's really going to help your polygel to stick. So I'm just taking that rose shade, which is the more hot pink one, and I'm going to do a one bead method today just because I wanted to do it really quick. I really like to apply my polygel where I would put it, so I like to keep the most product at the cuticle area / apex area, especially for nails this long. It's really important to have a very nice tall apex. You don't want this area to be thin at all. Of course, make your cuticle area nice and flush, but as you work your way down, try to use more of a light hand. That way you'll be able to concentrate more of the product at the apex rather than dragging it down with all that pressure. So just remember to keep a light hand when you're working on your apex because you definitely don't want to flatten that area down. And as you make your way down, just focus on smoothing the nail and making sure that the sidewalls are covered, and then before you know it, your nail will pretty much be in place, and all you have to do is like smooth out the final layer. And I feel like this is like one of the ways I actually learned how to do polygel. I remember I used to be so heavy-handed and then realized that my nail is so thin despite doing so much work because I used to end up pulling away so much product that I just kept building up the nail. So you definitely want to keep the product that you put on the nail there instead of basically wiping away the excess. Try to make sure that you have enough polygel where you need it, and of course look at your nails from different angles to make sure that there are no spots missing, or if you want to, maybe you can just cure and then go on with a second layer. But yeah, I just like to do the one bead method. Sometimes it's just a lot faster, and low-key it's a little bit more satisfying to just get everything done in one bead. So that's what I'm doing. As you can see, I'm dipping my brush in the slip and just kind of smoothing my way down from the cuticle area. I try to kind of really angle my brush when I'm working at the cuticle area so I don't push all that product down. I'm just kind of gently patting and kind of pulling downwards, and that's really important. And also make sure that you're looking at your nail from the side rather than just straight on, because it's going to look so much different from the side, and you'll be able to see if there's like any unevenness or anything like that from the side. So just make sure you're just checking it from that angle too. So I did go ahead and cure both of these nails for about 60 seconds in my nail light, and then I moved on to the second shade. This one is Azalea, and I'm using this again, doing the one bead method and going all over the nail. I did end up adding some more product to the middle. As you can see, it did get a little thin on me, so I'm just adding a little extra there, and then I'm basically just going to smooth that out with my brush as I did previously. I did also want to mention that sometimes it can be hard to do the one bead method because the polygel may be too runny or it just doesn't stay where you put it. Especially for such a long length like this, you definitely need more time to work with your polygel, of course. So if you find that your polygel is runny or it's just not going to stay where you put it for a long time, then definitely use like a couple of beads to do it, or at least the 2-bead method, because that way you will ensure good application, and also you'll prevent all the sticky mess from the polygel flooding your cuticles or just moving on the nail. So yeah, definitely bear that in mind. And I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who's still watching. If you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button and also subscribe, and also hit the bell icon to be notified every time I upload. Drop me a comment to let me know that you're still here, and I would love to say hi back. Also, let me know what you think of this month's box so far. Would you get it? Would you not? Just let me know what you think in the comment section below. I then went ahead and cured those two nails again for 60 seconds in my nail light, and once that was cured, I decided to do the hot pink shade on my thumb. I wasn't really sure what design I was going to do at this point, but I knew I had some nice dark colors to put on top, so I felt like doing pink all over would have worked really good regardless. So I just ended up doing the hot pink, and I'm just gonna basically smooth that out and make sure that my structure and everything is there, and then I'm just gonna cure that for about 60 seconds. So once the nails were finally cured, I then went ahead and just wipe down the nails. This is really important, of course, because you don't want to mess up your nail file. So just take your time to really remove that sticky layer, especially underneath the nail where sometimes we forget to remove. And once that's done, I'm gonna go in with my hand file. I love using a 100 grit hand file on Polygel. I just feel like it works so good, especially for a longer length like this, where I just need to work faster. And my filing routine is pretty simple. It's just pretty much along the sidewalls, the free edge, and then smoothing over the surface. I've gotten pretty good at applying Polygel over the years that I'm just pretty happy with just smoothing over the top. But remember, if you need to reshape the nail, or if you need to debulk or anything like that, then definitely do so. Otherwise, just smooth over the surface, file your cuticle area, and then buff the nail. So after removing the dust, I did have another product to try out today, and these were the Yastard or Yastard, I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly, professional nail brushes. These were sent to me as PR as well, and I have tried a similar brush set to this before, which I absolutely loved. And I love these style of brushes because first of all, they're pink, second of all, they have these really nice sturdy brushes, and third of all, they come with a good variety of every single brush you would probably need, which I absolutely love. And they also come in a very nice little plastic case where you can basically travel with it if you need to. So yeah, I really do like these style of brushes, and I'll probably be using them in my future videos. If I have a discount code for this brush set, I will leave it in the description box down below. So now, just taking my dotting tool and that black gel polish that came in the box, I'm going to use this to create some dots and some stars. This was like inspo from Instagram. I don't know who is the original creator of this nail style, but I did just find it on Instagram. A bunch of people had this design, so I didn't really know who to credit. But yeah, just know I didn't make this up just as I was going along. I kind of did get a little bit of inspo before this. Vanity Val, I did go on her like Instagram, and I saw that she's very big on like her nail charms and the color pink, and she's honestly so talented. You guys really need to check her out. But I wanted to keep mine simple. I also did not use the charms today, although I wanted to. I feel like they wouldn't have really matched too well with this set, so that was a bit of a bum, but I might use them in a future video or a different video for more Halloween sets, so we'll see how that goes. But so far I was keeping the design pretty simple. This one was a drip nail, and here I am using that nail brush from Yastard, and I'm basically doing the lines for the drips. I believe this is the 11mm brush, one of my favorite length of brushes to use, because it's like the perfect mix between a medium to long brush, and I love it for creating lines such as this. So I'm just basically going to use that. One thing that I found with this gel polish from Makartt was that it wasn't as opaque as it looked or as it felt, because like when you pull it out of the bottle, you can kind of feel that it's a bit of a thick consistency, which makes you think it's going to be quite opaque. But when I went to use it, it was a little bit thinner, so I did have to go over some of the areas twice. I didn't really show it. And then I went with the liner. The liner was kind of like opposite to the black, where it was almost too thick. It was very opaque, but it was definitely too thick. You guys will see later on I tried to do a French, and it was just a bit of a struggle, to be honest. So yeah, it was just, it's a beautiful color, and I will definitely use it again. It's just maybe the formula needs to be a little bit thinner or something, I'm not sure. But overall, you know, not really complaining. You definitely do get a bunch of good products for the $35 monthly subscription. You can get the Your Nail Lab subscription boxes for 3, 6, or 9 months, and each month will be around $35, and it's honestly such a good deal. The boxes kind of contain about around maybe $100 worth of products, so you're going to be getting them for $35, and every time you definitely get something new, something different. It also encourages you to use stuff that you would never use, or stuff that you might not try out. So just in case you can't tell, this design was supposed to be like a stitch pattern design. However, I feel like I ended up doing the stitch lines a little bit too thick. I probably should have gone a size down with the brush and made the lines a little bit thinner, but yeah, I feel like overall you can still tell what they are, hopefully, and it didn't look too bad, but I wish I had gone with a thinner brush. I do love using this, I did love using the 3D round brush from this set as a cleanup brush. I have used it before from a very similar set, and honestly, you guys, it works so good. It's one of my favorite like brushes to use for cleanup. I know it's not supposed to be used for that maybe, but that's what I use it for, and it works great. I feel like it works great for smile lines, for cleaning up around the nail, and just for cleaning up the really tiny areas or little designs that you're doing. So a little bit about this gel liner. As you can see, it's such a pretty shade, but it was kind of thick. Maybe it doesn't show as good on camera, but like the consistency of it was pretty thick, and it was a little bit hard to work with for a gel liner. Honestly, don't hate it, but yeah, just thought you guys should know. I'm just using that to create my little French, and I feel like this nail was actually one of my favorites. It was so simple yet so beautiful. Unfortunately, I did forget to show you guys these nails with flash, which yeah, is kind of annoying me now, but obviously these are reflective, and in case you don't know, reflective glitters basically means that when you put them under really bright lights, such as like a strong flash, they will show up these really reflective particles of glitter, and they're usually like this white silverish color, and they're honestly so stunning. But yeah, after that was done, I cured all the nails for about 60 seconds, and I'm just finishing that off with some top coat, and then I'm going to cure that again for about another 60 seconds before I show you guys the final results. Oh, and I did go in with the Makartt soy cuticle oil, which smells amazing and is really nice. I'm just putting that in, kind of bringing back a bit of that moisture to my skin, and just rubbing that in really good, and then I'll get into the final shots. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I haven't done a long length in a while, and I kind of missed it. These colors were beautiful. I love how the purple works so good with the pink, and of course black just matches everything. Overall, I think this was such a good box, so thank you Vanity Val for creating it. I honestly loved it so much. Hopefully I'll get a chance to use some of the other stuff in future videos, but yes, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think of this box, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.